So instead of using my sponsorship superpower with Sky to encourage you guys to buy a Sky Glass, I thought maybe I should do something way more honorable and actually give you a video that's going to be useful. So instead of doing a review, I'm going to answer all of the frequently asked questions about Sky Glass. I've scoured the internet, all of the reviews and the comment sections on the reviews to put together a list of questions and answers. And one of the best things about this particular video is all of the answers are going to be fact checked by Sky, so you know they're correct. So it really is a win-win for everybody. And I'm thinking about starting a series of videos, and I'm thinking about calling it Fack All. Let me know if you think that's a good name in the comments below. Anyway, you ready? Let's go. So question number one, what is the minimum term for Sky Glass services? The great thing about Sky Glass services is the minimum term is 31 days. It's a rolling contract, so you can cancel it at any time. So what is the maximum finance term for 0% interest on the TV? The maximum term is 48 months and the minimum term is 24 months. But you can buy the TV outright on day one if you want. What is the minimum required credit score? So to put it simply, they use Experian to do a credit check to make sure you can afford to pay for the TV. So basically, if you can afford to get a phone contract, you should be able to get the Sky Glass TV. If I sign up, am I locked into Sky Glass? So the answer to that is no, you're not actually locked in because you can buy the TV outright at any point during the contract. You can cancel the services with just a minimum 31 days contract. So you're not really locked in. And if you do cancel, you can just use it as a regular TV. If I cancel early, do I own the TV? So the agreement for the TV finance and the services are completely separate. So you can cancel the services whenever you want. If you've paid off the TV or you're still paying off the TV is still yours. How long is the guarantee on Sky Glass TV itself? So the guarantee for Sky Glass is 2 years. So if anything happens to it within 2 years, you have a manufacturer's warranty. They will fix or repair or replace the TV depending on how bad it is. And that doesn't cover you if you use your own wall bracket and it falls off the wall. So what happens if I sign up for a 4-year contract, I'm in the 3rd year and the TV develops a fault? So if you're outside of the 2-year warranty, you still haven't finished paying off the TV, technically the TV is your responsibility. So the best advice I can give you is make sure it's covered under your home insurance or get a separate gadget insurance. But I'm sure Sky will have a repair service in place by then. So I'm sure they will assist if there is any repairs required on that TV. So what is the minimum required speed in order to have Sky Glass in your house? So if you're just going for the TV on its own and you're just going with the HD packages, no UHD packages, 10 megabits per second is the minimum. And if you do have that internet speed, I suggest you get a few more hamsters for your hamster wheel and get them to run a little bit faster. And if you want to go HD with a puck as well in another room, you need a minimum of 50 megabits per second. And if you want to go UHD with the Sky Glass TV on its own, you need 25. And if you want a TV plus a puck running UHD, you need 35 megabits per second. What happens if I don't want to replace my existing TV because I spent a fortune on it? Can I get just a puck? Well, the answer to that is no. You do have to get the Sky Glass TV, and you might have to do what I did because I have that exact same problem. I have a very nice TV, very nice sound system downstairs. I didn't want to replace it, so I got this smaller TV for a second room, and I have the puck downstairs in the living room. How much does it cost to buy a puck? So you can get one puck for free with an upgrade to Sky Glass, but if you need additional pucks, they cost £50 each and £10 a month. Now, it will depend on your internet speed how many pucks you can actually have in your house. So make sure you check your speeds before you commit to more pucks. How much more does it cost to get UHD, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos and all that good stuff? So as standard, you'll get all your HD channels, but you can upgrade to 4K. And I do recommend you do it because the actual Sky Glass TV is a 4K QLED, so you might as well get the most out of it, and it will cost you an extra £5 a month. The good thing about it is you'll get 4K UHD on all the pucks as well, and that's something that you didn't have on Sky Mini boxes. Can I have Sky Glass and Sky Q simultaneously? So this is a tricky one because if you sign up to Sky Glass, you are no longer on Sky Q, and if you downgrade to Sky Q, you can't have Sky Glass at the same time. But if you cancel Sky Glass services and you've bought the TV, You can do anything you want with that TV, so you could sign up to Sky Q or any other service if you wanted to and plug it in through the HDMI port. Okay, this is a big one. Hidden charges. Are there hidden charges? So you already know about the cost to upgrade to UHD with Dolby Atmos and all that stuff. You also know about the charge for the additional pucks. Here's another one that you should know about. For the first year, skipping ads on downloaded content is completely free. After the first year, you will have to pay £5 a month for that privilege, but this is nothing new. We've seen this before on ITV and Channel 4. You can pay for their premium services and skip the ads. It's there on YouTube Premium as well. So this is Sky's version of that. If you want to pay the additional £5, you can skip all of the Sky ads as well. Okay, let's get on to some connectivity questions, and the big one is, how do you connect it? So one of the best things about the Sky Glass setup is the fact that all it needs is a power cable and an internet connection. Now when it comes to Wi-Fi, it does support Wi-Fi 6. That is the fastest form of Wi-Fi, but you will have to have a Wi-Fi 6 modem for that. If you don't have a Wi-Fi 6 modem and is close enough to your current modem, it will use 5 gigahertz. If it's further away, it's going to use 2.4 gigahertz. If it's super close, you could wire it with an Ethernet cable. Do the Sky Stream pucks have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos? This for me is one of the biggest upgrades from Sky Q, because the Sky Q mini boxes didn't have any of this. So if you get a Sky puck, it's essentially exactly the same interface as your main Sky Glass TV. Do the pucks have voice control? So I think there might be some misinformation out there about this particular feature. The remotes do have voice controls, whereas the Sky Glass TV itself has mics inside the TV and a remote. But you do have voice control. The only difference is you have to push the button here to activate it. Can I connect my own sound system to the Sky Glass? So the answer to that is yes, there is an enhanced audio return channel via HDMI at the back of the TV. So that means you can plug in any sound system that supports ARC, and the great thing about it is it supports the full uncompressed Dolby Atmos sound. So if you've got a proper Dolby Atmos sound system, it will work with the TV. The downside is if you have an audio system that doesn't have ARC, then you might be in trouble. But you shouldn't worry about that because the built-in speakers are pretty awesome on their own. Can I connect Bluetooth audio equipment or headphones, for example? So the answer to that at this point in time is no, you can't connect any Bluetooth devices to it. There is one Bluetooth device connected, and that is the remote. But the good thing about this is we can actually put this back into infrared mode, free up the Bluetooth port, but still the software doesn't support headphones or external audio devices, but maybe it has the potential to do it in the future. So keep your eyes on these Sky updates. Is there a built-in media player so you can play videos from a USB stick to the TV? There isn't one. I plugged in a USB-C to USB-A dongle to see if anything popped up. At this point in time, there is no media player. Is the USB-C port a display port? So I tested this as well. I plugged in my MacBook Pro via a USB-C cable. It does not work. It isn't a display port. So what is the USB-C actually for? Well, at this point in time, it only does one thing, and that is charge devices. In the future, Sky are going to bring a camera that sits on top of the TV that works like an Xbox Kinect, and also you'll be able to do voice calls and video conferencing from the TV as well. Is the Sky Glass TV good for gaming on? Well, the answer to that is yes and no. So there are pre-installed games on the TV. If you're playing consoles like the Nintendo Switch, it's really good. Great sound, great colors and everything. If you're a pro gamer, however, the latency on this at best is 66 milliseconds. It doesn't support variable refresh rate and the panel is 60 Hz. So if you are a pro gamer, then stick to your gaming monitor. Will the Sky Glass TV work abroad? So if you buy the TV and you cancel the services, that TV belongs to you and you can take it anywhere in the world. However, if you want to use Sky Glass services abroad, that's a different story because your contract is an English contract. So technically you should only really use it in the UK. Will the Sky Stream Pucks work when they're not near the TV? For example, in somebody else's house, maybe a family member or a friend, Sky are aware of the fact that people might try to do this. And the answer to this is no. The pucks will only work if they're in the same house as the Sky Glass TV. With that said, you could have one of these in your man cave at the back of the garden or in a summer house if your Wi-Fi can reach that far. Okay, this is a big one. Can I record live TV? Because you used to be able to do that on Sky Q. So the answer to this is kind of yes and no. So here's an example. Let's say you're watching the football and suddenly you need to run down the shop and get some more beers. You can pause the live TV for up to 30 minutes and you can then rewind back through those 30 minutes. And also because your TV's been on that channel, you could fast forward 30 minutes. So technically, whatever you're watching, you can rewind or fast forward 30 minutes either side. It is a virtual storage, so it's a cloud storage. It's not on the TV itself. So instead of recording, what we have on Sky Glass is playlists, and what these playlists do, depending on the source that the content is coming from, is they will stream them from that service. So for example, let's say you're used to watching EastEnders and Coronation Street every day. If you add them to your playlist, when you go to watch them, it will essentially stream them from those services. The problem with this, and the problem that some people might have, is if you want to keep something forever, you might run into a problem, because once those services, let's say ITV, delete an old episode or something, it will be gone from your TV. So this is another big question. What happens if my internet stops? So there is a backup on the back of the TV. That is your regular terrestrial antenna. And in fact, this will only kick in if you lose Wi-Fi or if you turn off the Wi-Fi manually yourself. So you can use your typical analog tuner to get your terrestrial TV as a backup if that's a concern. But also, let's not forget, there are 3 HDMI ports on the back. So you could plug in games consoles or DVD players or anything like that and use the HDMI ports to watch something on the TV. So this is another big one. What is the time delay when it comes to live sports and stuff like that? Because there's nothing worse than sitting down to watch a sporting event and then suddenly you hear your neighbours through the walls cheering because someone scored, and then 1 minute later you see the goal. So actually it's not that bad. It's only 15 seconds. It's between 15 and 30 seconds if you're wondering about that. Can you cast from your smartphone or a tablet or computer to the TV? So the answer to this one is yes, you can do it as long as that app exists on Sky Glass. So for example, let's say you've got Netflix on your phone, you can stream whatever you're watching from there. You can throw it to the TV and it will open Netflix and carry on watching it on the TV. If it's something like BT Sports, which I found out the hard way, it won't work. And I'll explain why a little bit later on in the video. Can you screen mirror a device to the TV? So the answer to that is yes, as long as you've got the right cable. For example, if you've got a HDMI to USB-C cable, you could plug your phone into the TV, and then your phone would be mirrored on the TV. You can't do it wirelessly at this point in time. So going back to BT Sports, can you link your existing BT Sports subscription to Sky Glass? The answer to this is no at this point in time. The reason being is BT Sports isn't an app on the TV. It's actually a channel. If it was an app, it would be easier to do. But at this point in time, if you have a BT subscription, let's say directly with BT, you'll actually have to cancel that one and then open it again with Sky in order to get BT Sports on the Sky Glass TV. What streaming services are included in the subscription? So if you go for the Sky Ultimate subscription package, you will get all of the Sky movies channels, which are really awesome. And you'll also get Netflix, and you'll also get 4K Netflix if you upgrade as well. Stuff like Disney Plus or Amazon, you will have to pay for those separately like you normally would. What happens if I bought loads of stuff on Sky Store when I was using Sky Q? Well, you still get all of that content because Sky Store is an online platform. When you log into Sky Store on the Sky Glass TV, anything you've bought will still be there, so don't worry about that. How many speakers are actually in the TV? There's actually 6 speakers in total, and what makes this really great is the way they're kind of angled in different directions. So this is a fantastic all-in-one sound solution, and it's so tidy. That's one of the best things about it. How powerful are the built-in speakers? So I've reviewed soundbars that are 100 watts and 150 watts. Those are kind of entry-level soundbars. This TV is actually 215 watts, and that is really impressive. Can I mute the microphones? So this one for me is very important. If you have any smart devices in your house and you can't mute them, you need to raise some questions because you don't know who's got access to that. So the great thing about the Sky Glass TV is it does have a mute button on the side of the TV, which you can manually push and it will light up to say it's muted. Also within the settings, you can turn off all of the microphones if you want to. And like I said before, any smart devices in your house that you're paying for, make sure you can mute them. And last but not least, how much is it? So I don't think I should tell you guys the price. I think you should look that up yourselves because The prices can change and there'll be new versions of the TV. There'll be offers running all of the time. Check out the link below if you want to know the prices. What do I think of the TV and who do I think it's for? So the Sky Glass TV is perfect for anybody who wants a minimalistic TV but doesn't want to compromise on picture quality and sound quality and viewing options. If that sounds like you, then it is perfect for you. Here's a little disclaimer though. If you're used to recording live TV every day, all the time, or you have really unstable or very slow Wi-Fi, then Sky Q still might be the better option for you. But what we're talking about here with Sky Glass is no satellite dishes, minimal cables, no set-top boxes, no dongles, no separate subwoofers or soundbars. It's just a really clean design all in one. And what it does is take Sky's beloved satellite platform and blends it with multiple online streaming apps and other online content sources and distills it into a very familiar and user-friendly interface, which quite honestly anybody can use. You don't even have to lift the finger anymore because you can just say, "Hello Sky," and it will wake up. And then all you need to do is tell it what you want to watch. So in essence, the beauty of Sky Glass is simplicity. So I appreciate you guys for watching this one. If you did get any value out of this at all, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you got a lot of value, subscribe would be awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next one, so don't be late.